ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपारकरुणासिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। परित्यज्य मौनं वटादस्थितिं जव्रजन् भारतस्य प्रदेशात् प्रदेशम् मधुस्यन्दिवाचा जनान् धर्ममार्गेण यन् श्रीजयेन्द्रो गुरुर्भाति चित्ते नमामः शङ्करान् वाक्यविजयेन्द्र सरस्वतीं श्रीगुरुं शिष्टमार्गाणुनेतारं सन्मतिप्रदं सद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। In Viveka Chudamani, Acharya is talking about the lakshanam of a Jivan Muktaha. Jivan Muktasya Lakshanam. It can be taken as the Phalashruti of studying Viveka Chudamani or studying any Vedanta Gratha for that matter. What will you get? What will you get after studying Vedanta? What do we get? We get moksha. What type of moksha? Sadeha mukti or videha mukti? Jivan mukti or videha mukti? Sadhyo mukti or videha mukti? We get a Jivan mukti. Ihaiva. That is an Upanishad mantra that puts evakara. Iha eva muktihi. When you are living, meaning what? When you are with this body, when you are with this body itself, you will get mukti. Is it supported by Upanishads? Yes. Because the Mahavakya says Tat Tvam Asi in present tense. Hey, not that after your death you will go and merge with Brahman. You were with Brahman. You moved away with Brahman. After your death, you will go merge with Brahman. Upanishad does not say. What does Upanishad say? You are Brahman. Asi. Present tense. And Sishya understands that as Aham Brahma Asmi. I am Brahman. Not that I was Brahman. I then moved away from Brahman. And then Brahman pulled me. I will go merge with the Brahman after this body. Upanishad does not say. What does Upanishad say? Aham Brahma Asmi. I am that Brahman. So you are that Brahman. So there is nowhere the question of you moving away from Brahman, etc. arise. You are that Brahman. You just don't know that you are that Brahman. Yesterday in a radio, I heard a very nice story, which for the first time I heard from Swami Paramarthananda. Person has got a problem. He's a human being. For some reason, he identifies with a worm. WORM. He identifies himself with a worm, and because of that, whenever he sees a hen, kori, he gets jitters. Whenever he sees a hen kori, he gets jitters. Why? Because koris, they eat worms. Right? The food for the hen is puru and puchi. So whenever he sees that kori, he thinks that he is going to be eaten. And he gets so afraid, he gets shivering. So all the family members, they take him to psychiatric hospital, to a psychologist. Psychologist did some probing and he found out that, okay, there is some problem with misidentification. He is not identifying himself as human beings. He is identifying himself as worms. So he started giving counseling. He said, you have to be here for 5 days, 1 week, 1 lakh rupees package. Boarding, lodging, food, medicine, everything is covered. 1 lakh rupees per week. You have to stay. He said, okay. The family members are ready to pay that 1 lakh fees. He started his journey in the psychiatric ward. He stayed there for 1 week. Every day he has to do, I am human. I am human. This japam he has to do. I am not a worm. I am human. 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 Morning 1000 avartis. Afternoon 1000 avartis. Evening 1000 avartis. Sahasravarti Gayatri Japam. Like Gayatri Japam we do. He has to do this Japam of I am not a worm. I am human being. I am not a worm. I am human being. I am not a worm. I am human. They call this statement as reinforcement statements. In psychology, we have this approach. Daily morning, you stand up, you wake up, you go stand before a mirror, and then you keep on saying, hey, this is going to be a very good day for me. I am going to be very, very cheerful. Like that, they have these positive reinforcement statements, which helps, which definitely helps for some people. So this person, for 1 week, 7 days, morning, afternoon, evening, just like how we do Sandhya Vandanam, he does Sahasravarti of I am not a worm, I am human. I am not a worm, I am human. Japam. After 7 days, he has to go out. The doctor now asks this person, hey, who are you? Because he has done all this checkup. Right? He said, I'm not a worm, I'm human. I'm not a worm. The doctor was so happy. Hey, we did not do anything. No counseling was given, nothing. 1 week, sapad butach. For that, we got 1 lakh money. All we asked him to do is japam. I'm not human. I'm not warm. I'm human. I'm not warm. I'm human. Now, if I ask him, hey, who are you? He's saying, I'm not warm. I'm human. So he has understood himself. Okay, you go out. The doctor said. He does this japam. He keeps on doing this japam. I'm not warm. I'm human. I'm not warm. I'm human. I'm not warm. I'm human. He gets out of the facility. The moment he gets out of the facility, while doing the japam of I'm not warm, I'm human, I'm not warm, I'm human, he sees a hen. He sees what? He sees a hen. Immediately he started shivering. Immediately he started shivering. He ran to the doctor and then he said, hey doctor, there is a hen. Doctor asked, hey, so what? You are not a worm, you are human. Right? That is what you have been chanting. That is what you have been doing japam of. You are not a worm, you are human. You are not a worm, you are human. Then why are you so worried for the hen? The person said, hey doctor, you have given me the class. I know I am not a worm, I am human. But does that hen know that I am not a worm, I am human? What if the hen thinks I am still a worm and then eats me? This is what is our status quo. This is what is our status in the samsara. How much amount of Upanishad Vakyams, how much amount of Mahavakya Japam that we do. There are people who take this Japam of Mahavakyam. Just like how any other mantra, they take this Japam. Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Same way. Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. They take this Japam of Mahavakyam. But the unfortunate thing is that it just stops with their mouth. That Aham Brahmasmi stops with their mouth. It does not go into them. Remember, the doctor does not have to convert him into human. In the case of the example, that no physical conversion is needed. This person was always human. What was the problem? The problem was mistaken identity. The problem was mistaken identity. When he was doing the japam, he probably identifies as human. But the moment he steps out of the facility and sees the hen, the moment he steps out of the facility, he sees the hen, he starts shivering. Why? Because of his vasana. Till now, he has been identifying himself as a worm. Only 1 week he does this japam of aham humanasmi, aham manushyosmi, aham manushyosmi, aham manushyosmi. But the moment he sees the hen, he gets bitter. Why? Because of his vasana. He does not have to convert into human. He has always been human. Only thing he has to do is to internalize the teaching. That is what we also have to. We have never been away from Brahman. We have never been not Brahman. I'm using double negative for emphasis. We have never been away from Brahman. We have never been not Brahman. We have always been Brahman. But we have this problem of misidentification. And this misidentification we have been having for how long? For infinite janmas. For infinite janmas, we have been having this problem of misidentification as Jiva, as Baddha Purusha, as Samsarin, as Dehaha. We think that we are body. Whatever body you can be in, you can be in Manushya Sharira. You can be in a Hen Sharira. You can be in a Singam Sharira. You can be in a Puli Sharira. You can be in a Vriksha Sharira. You can be in a bacteria Sharira. Right? You can be in a Deva Sharira. Okay, why not? I mean, you have been, you had Punyam. So you went to Deva Loka, you are born as Deva. You are born as Indra. Indra Sharira. But we take all these words, Pullai, Puruvai, Pudai, Maramagi, Palmirigamagi, Paravayai, Pambai, Devarai, Manidarai, Ganangalai, Shellai, Tavarat, Changamatul, Yella Pirapum, Pirandu, Ilaitengra. I have taken all these births. And all these births, I do karma, which is going to reinforce my deha bhavaha, which is going to reinforce my baddha bhavaha, which is going to reinforce that I am a samsarin. So what we have to do is we just have to remove this notion. So jnanam, mukti is not a physical activity that happens at a space, that happens at a time. People have this mistake. Jnanam happens, moksha happens in a space at a particular time. I leave this body, I go, I take another Sharira, I cross the Viraja Nadi, and then I go on the other side of Viraja Nadi to Vaikuntha. I go to Kailasa. That is moksha. That is not moksha. Because you think that you are away from Parameshwara now. You think that you are away from Mahavishnu now. You are not only limiting yourself, but you are also limiting Ishvara. Ishvara can only stay in Kailash. Ishvara can only stay in Vaikuntha. He is not here now. You have got right to limit yourself, but who gave you rights to limit Parameshwara and Mahavishnu? Why should they be limited only with Vaikuntha or Kailasha? Why can't they be here? They are Ishvara, they can be everywhere. So we think that moksha is an activity in a space at a particular time. But the problem is Krishna is going to tell in Gita, Chatasya dhruvo mrityuho dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Whatever has got a date, start date is going to have an end date. If you think that your date of entry before going to Kailasha, you have to get a stamp in your passport, date of entry. The moment date of entry stamp is pasted in your passport, he is going to have in his database your date of exit. The moment you have got date of entry, date of exit will also be stamped. Wherever you are at the date of exit, you will be kicked out of Kailasha. You will be kicked out of Vaikuntha. You will be kicked out of Svargaloka. So what is the thing that we really need? We really need to just identify ourselves with Atma. Because all this samsara is just a misidentification of ourselves with the body. Just like how a person has misidentified himself with a worm, we misidentify ourselves with the body. Okay, Sadguru has come. He has given me the Upadesham of Tat Tvamasi. I have understood that. Not just a lip service, I have understood that Aham Brahmasmi. Then how will I lead life? How will I lead life? Here Acharya says, Guna dosha vishishtesmin swabhavena vilakshane sarvatra samadarshitvam jivan muktasya lakshanam. Jivan muktasya lakshanam kim? What is the lakshanam of Jivan Mukta? Guna dosha vishishtesmin swabhavena vilakshane. Even though this entire world is filled with guna and dosha, you see something, you have two options, whether you like it or you hate it. Guna, it has got some properties that are desirable for you, so you like it. You see some properties which you hate, which you don't like, dosha, so you hate it. I have a person, I see a person. Whatever I tell this person does, that too correctly. That is a guna. So I want this person. I want to befriend this person. Because whatever I tell, he is going to do without asking me any questions. I like this person. I have another person, my family member, who has my interest in his heart. But whenever I tell him, he finds fault with that. Even though that person likes me, even though that person has got my interests in their heart, because they find fault with my ideas, I'm going to hate. I want to befriend this person. I want to keep this person along with me always. Why? Because he is Amanjami. But I want to move away from the other person who finds faults with me. Guna dosha. Like that, every object that we see, we are going to find either guna or we are going to find dosha, including our own body. We can accept this concept for others. My house. The moment I bought that house, I only see the gunas of this house. I'm going to proudly display the house to each and every person that comes into my house. Look at this feature. Look at how beautifully this bathroom has been designed. Look at how conveniently I have placed this wash basin. Each and every house that I have been to, they don't have this wash basin at this point. I have thought this for, I have done japam, I have done tapas for hundreds of years, and I have come up with this idea to keep this wash basin at this position. Look at how thoughtfully this doormat has been crafted. Look at how conveniently this adupu has been placed. We show our house, we take pleasure in showing our house to each and every person. Okay. Like that, other persons will also do. Right? You go to some other house. எப்படி நீ அவனை கூப்பிட்டு 1/2 மணி நேரம் கழித்தறிச்சியோ, the other person will also do the same thing to you. He is going to tell the features of his house. Hey, your house, this was not there. I have rectified that mistake in my house. In your house, the chapel stand has been placed in certain way, in such and such way. So it is very inconvenient to keep slippers in your house. But I have rectified that mistake. Because he has been to your house, he has incorporated all of your ideas. He has also incorporated his own ideas. So the moment you saw that house, the same house that you have designed for 2 years, you have paid so much money for an architect to design that house. Till now, you have been seeing the guna of that house. Now you have to see the dosha of that house. You have just built the house 2 years. You have spent 6 months in designing that house. But now that you have seen an advanced model of another house, instead of seeing guna, you see the dosha of that house. Instead of seeing the guna of that house, now we are going to see the dosha. Hey, my house lacks this. My house lacks that. Like that, each and everything is going to either give you pleasure or going to give you pain. You want that thing that gives you pleasure more. You don't want that thing that gives you pain. The same object is going to give. There is absolutely no way to escape from that fact. Same gulab jamun which you liked yesterday, today you will hate it. Same house which you liked yesterday, today you will hate it. Same spouse who you loved yesterday, Today, you are not going to love them because they don't listen to you. Same friend, same family members, same body which you cherished yesterday. I did all these things when I was young. When I was young, I used to wake up at this time. When I was young, I used to eat this much. When I was young, I used to walk this much. When I was young, I used to do this much amount of work. Hey, when I was young, I used to enjoy this much. I used to travel for 5 days to eat one gulab jamun from one kudisa shop. Now, if I eat one morsel extra, I cannot sleep. Acid reflux comes. Same body, which you liked. Why? Because it did all the things that you wanted. But now, my body is not, um, my body is not telling okay to whatever I tell. During the independence struggle, they say Gandhi has this Othurayamai Yakkam. The body is doing that for me. Othurayamai Yakkam. Now I hate that body. I cannot do this. I, I cannot do that. My body is constantly in pain. Same body which you loved, which you cherished. Now you will start chanting, hey, when will that Yamadharma Raja come and take me out of this misery? The same family that you love, you will tell, hey, when will the Yamadharma Raja come and take me out of this misery? I hate everything. I hate everything. Same objects. Objects has not changed. Previously, they have been the object of your love. Now they are the object of your hate. But the problem is, Yamadharma Raja has given you 95 years of life. You are only now 60. You have to spend 35 more years. How are you going to spend the rest of your life complaining or what? That is why we have to come to Vedanta. After you study Vedanta, what will you get? Sarvatra Samadarshitvam. You will be seeing equanimity with everything. Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya Sitoshna Sukhadukadaha Agama Payinoha Anityaha Tantitikshasva Bharata. Hey Arjuna, if you have a sense object, that sense object will always be in contact with if you have a sense organ. If you have a sense organ, that sense organ will always be in contact with its object. My hand is a sense organ. My skin is a sense organ. My eye is a sense organ. My nose is a sense organ. My tongue is a sense organ. My ear is a sense organ. Can you shut these things off? You can never shut these off. Either it will give you pleasure or it will give me pain. Okay, what happens when I sleep? When you sleep, the gross sense organ will shut off. But mind, there is another sense organ called as mind. What is the object of my sense organ? Ear, sound. What is the object of my sense organ? Eyes, vision, light. What is the object for my sense organ? Nose, smell. What is the object for my sense organ? Tongue, taste. What is the object for my sense organ? Skin, touch, feeling. What is the object for my sense organ? Mind, thoughts. The object for the sense organ mind is thoughts. You can shut off your eyes. You can turn off your ears. You can turn off your tongue during sleep. During sleep, I don't see, I don't hear, I don't listen, I don't feel anything, I don't taste anything. All my physical body has been shut off. But my mind is active. I will get dreams which I cannot control. Even when I am awake, I'll be thinking about something. The thought, which according to Vedanta is a sense object of the sense organ mind. Normally, we don't think mind as a sense organ because we own up the mind. We think we are the mind. But we have to start objectifying the mind. We have to start objectifying the thoughts. It is not my thought. It is a sense object of my sense organ mind. It's not my thought. My thoughts are not my real nature. What is the thought? Thought is just an object of my sense organ mind. Just like how light is the object of my sense organ eyes. Sound is the object of my sense organ ears. Thought is the object of my sense organ mind. It is not my nature. My thoughts are not my nature. My mind is not my nature. We have to start objectifying objects, including your body, mind. And why we started this conversation is we are going to have contact with the sense objects. Matras, parishas to kaunteya. What is the problem with the contact? The problem with the contact with sense objects is that Sitoshna Sukha Dukkadaha. It is going to give you pleasure, but it is also going to give you pain. Eating gulab jamun gives me pleasure, but when I get diabetes, that is pain. Going to a movie gives me pleasure, but I cannot sit the movie for 3 hours. That is pain. Going to the movie is pleasure, but if I go with the wrong company, that is pain. Right? Always you are going to have pleasure and pain. You will never going to keep on enjoying pleasure. You will never going to keep on experiencing pain as well. It is going to be alternative. Matras parushasta kaunteya. Sita Ushna Sukha Dukkada. Sukha, pleasure. Dukkha, pain. Sukha Dukkada. All these matras, sense objects, are going to give you either Sukham or Dukkha. But they are Agama Payinaha Anityaha. The thing that you have to understand is they all are Anitya. They all do not affect me. Who is Nitya Vastu? Ahamatma Nityosmi. I am the Nitya Vastu. But all these Sukha, Dukkha, etc., they all will stop at the level of body, mind complex. They do not affect me. They stop at the level of body, mind complex. They do not affect me. Just like how in a play, in a drama, the actor will not be happy if he wins Bharata Ratna Award. Because in a drama, he can either win a Bharat Ratna Award, I'm telling extremes on purpose, or he can be sentenced with capital punishment. I am an actor. I can either be given a Bharat Ratna Award or I can be given a capital punishment. What will I do? I will not overly joy Because the Bharata Ratna award is not for me, it is for my character. Nobody is going to give me real Bharata Ratna award. The same way, just because my character has got capital punishment, nobody is going to come and kill me. My character is going to die. I am not my character. I'm just playing my character. This person has got this firm belief. That is why he will not be so happy. Hey, I'm going to get Bharata Ratna. He is not going to come out of the play and then, hey, did you see my Bharata Ratna award? He will not going to tell. Or he is not going to come out and cry, hey, I died, I died, I died. He knows that he is just drama. He has got Samadarshana. He has got an equanimity over Bharata Ratna award and equanimity over capital punishment. In the same way, we all have to believe our real nature is Atma. We are only playing our character in the samsara. That too, this play under double quotes is not a real play. That other person who is acting the drama, he is really acting. But for us, Srishti itself is not true. Everything is mithya. Everything is maya. Everything is maya. Everything is mithya. As though we are playing in this drama. The moment somebody praises us, don't be overtly joyed. The moment somebody scolds you, don't be overtly disappointed, depressed. Sarvatra Samadarshina. That is what Krishna tells often in Bhagavad Gita. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Raga dvita raga bhaya krodha. Sukhe dukhe same kritva. Labha labhau jaya jayau. The person who considers sukham and dukkham as equal. The person who considers jaya, victory, and ajaya, failures as equal. That person is called as Samadarshin. That person is called as Samadarshin, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. So, we have to be that Samadarshan. And how will we get that Samadarshanattvam? We will get to the Samadarshanattvam when we get this Jnanam that Aham Brahmasmi. When we get to this Jnanam that Aham Brahmasmi, we get to that Samadarshan. In fact, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, who is the real Bhakta? We all think that we are Bhaktas. We are devotees of Bhagavan. Who is the real devotee? Krishna says in Gita, not the one who does puja, not the one who does Ekadashi Vratam every day or every Ekadashi. See, that is important. Doing puja is important. Following Ekadashi Vratam is very, very important. But who is the real Bhakta? Krishna says, Santushta Satatam Yogi Yatatma Dridhanischyaha Mayarpita Manobuddhyaha Madbhakta Same Priyaha. Santushta Satatam Yogi. That person who is ever happy. That person who is ever happy is my Bhakta. Yasmin no dvijate loke. Lokan no dvijate chayaha. Harsha marsha bhaya dvesha Gairmukto yes sachame priyaha. The person who sees, the person who is not agitated by the world, a person who does not agitate the world, a person who is not agitated by the world, the person who does not agitate the world, such a way priyaha, he is my dear one. Yo na krishyati na dveshti na shochati na kankshati shubha ashubha parityagi bhaktiman yes tame priya. Who is bhaktiman? Krishna defines bhaktiman as yo na krishyati, the person who does not become overtly joyed with his achievements. Nadveshti, a person who does not hate. Nashochati, a person who does not lament, a person who does not complain. Nakankshati, a person who is not hungry, hungry for money, hungry for power, hungry for praise. Shubha Ashubha Parityagi, a person who has renounced good and evil deeds. How can some person be like this? Only when we understand that our real nature is Atma. If our real nature is Atma, where is real joy? Where is real sorrow? Sorrow, joy, victory, failure. Everything is only for our body, not for our Atma. He says, Bhaktiman. That person is the Bhaktiman, not that person who applies Vibhuti, who does Ramanama Japa 24/7. Yes, those are the initial stages of Bhakti. We do not question them, we do not mock them, we do not underestimate them, but we should mature. Just like how Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvido bhajante mam. There are 4 types of Bhakta, Arjuna. What are the 4 types of Bhakta? Artha, Artharthi, Jignasu and Jnani. Artha and Artharthi Bhakta are the lower level of Bhakta. You have to mature, you have to graduate to Jignasu and Jnani level. And there Krishna says, Jnani tu Atmaiva me matam. Hey Arjuna, I cannot tell anything about Jnani. Why? He is indifferent from me. He is me. Jnani tu Atma eva me matam. It is my firm belief, Arjuna. Jnani is me. Here Krishna says, Yo na krishyati, na dveshti, na shochati, na kankshati, shubha, ashubha, parityagi, bhaktimane, yaha, saha, me priyaha. I love that person. He is my near one. He is my dear one. Why? We like ourselves the most. Because he is indifferent from me. Jnani is indifferent from Bhagavan. Shamashatrau cha mitre cha tatha manapamanayoho shitoshna sukha dukkeshu samasanga vivarjitaha. That person, person who is doing sarvatra samadarshinaha, samaha shatrau cha mitre cha, he sees Shatru, a foe, and Mitra, a friend, as equal. Viveka Chudamani, what does Acharya say? Sarvatra samadarshitvam jivan muktasya lakshanam, says Acharya. What is the lakshana of jivan mukta? Guna dosha vishishtesmin svabhavena vilakshane sarvatra samadarshana. He is equanimity. He has got equanimity in everything. And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Bhakta, who is that real Bhakta, Samashatrau cha mitre cha, who sees his friends and foes as equal. Tatha mana apamanayoho. Who sees praise and scoldings as equal, honor and dishonor as equal. Shitoshna sukha dukkeshu, pleasure and pain as equal. Samaha sanga vivarjitaha, who is always equipoised, who always needs a balanced life, and sanga vivarjitaha. That person is bhakta, says Krishna in Bhakti Yoga. And here Acharya equates that person to Jivan Mukta. If A is equal to B equal to C, then by zeroth law of thermodynamics, A will be equal to C. Right? A bhakta is samadarshinaha. A samadarshin is a Jivan Mukta. So the equation gives us a bhakta is a Jivan Mukta. A Jivan Mukta is the real bhakta. Because there are lots of philosophies that tells Advaita has nothing to do with bhakti. We go deep into philosophy, the study of philosophy, which we need not to do for mukti. Just to study what Acharya says, just to study Upanishad says, happy. But people have curiosity, people will look here and there, they will say, Advaita has no bhakti. Acharya Shankara does not write anything about bhakti. Advaita philosophy has no scope in bhakti. These are the complaints people have with Advaita philosophy. But we have on one hand a shloka from Bhagavad Gita talks about the lakshana of a bhakta. On other hand, we have shloka from Viveka Chudamani who talks about lakshana of a Jivan Mukta. They are equal. So please do not say Advaita has no relationship with bhakti. In fact, this is the real bhakti. Acha me priyaha, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. And this is what you will get when we assimilate that knowledge. This is the real state that you will be in when you really assimilate this knowledge. This we will finish this class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.